Good morning, all. Are we waiting for Joe? Is that the plan?
Yeah.
That's what I was assuming.
Yeah. Tim, had you heard that he wasn't going to make it and you were leading or not?
No, Paul, I haven't heard anything from Joe. And
Okay,
I checked Slack late afternoon yesterday. I didn't see anything. I haven't checked this morning though.
So is it okay if I take
Yeah,
a
it's
note?
okay that we start, Sridhar. At least let's talk about the agenda this morning.
Yeah. Just give me a second. I'll prepare for this. Just paste. 30. Okay, so we have Tim, we have Miles, we have Oren, we have Miss Cha. No, Cha is not here. Cha is not here. Sataranda is here. Simon is here. Down 1, 2, 3. Yes, we do have quorum. This is the old recording. Okay. So Vyata is our member. So I had requested one of their members to join this call today so that I can introduce. Somehow they were not able to access the calendar. I have seen this issue with others also. They go to this list, they are registered, still they cannot access the calendar for some reason. Okay. Okay, then I will delete, these are the meeting minutes from the last week. Okay, I think we do have Cesar in this call.
Yes, I'm here. Thank you.
Yeah. So can we start with this topic, or do we first find if there are any other topics? What do you say, suggest Tim?
Yeah,
Hi.
let's start the topic. Let's hear from Cesar.
Okay.
Hello, Tim. How are you?
Go ahead.
It's great to meet you. I have the chance to talk with you. I basically, we're looking to have the OPI lifecycle provisioning chair. I've been, working on the industry more than 22 years. Specifically on life cycle management, manageability. This is what I'm doing here at Intel. I've been working with OPI, specifically with different elements there to support, our RESTfish implementation, but at the same time to support, the different communication levels that we have with the servers. So very happy to be here. I drive teams, a different global team during my career life at Intel, been building different solutions about lifecycle provisioning, implementing for the Fortune 500 customers, and been working with many of you, like Dell, Red Hat, ARM, NVIDIA to put the different elements on the data centers. And I'm passionate about technology. I have more than 50 patents, specifically about orchestration, manageability, lifecycle deployment, AI, video cameras. So it's a pleasure to be with you and talk about about the next step that we can do with OPI.
Okay, so Cesar, have you been working with the subgroup in the past?
Sorry?
Have you been working with the OPI provisioning and lifecycle subgroup in the past?
No, with the subgroup, I'm more like at the time I was, reading, learning, and accommodating my code and the things that we build to be in compliance with what you have.
I see. So do you have some opinions on, the direction that the lifecycle group should go in? I mean, we kind of have the map of what they were working on, but the subject work group leader kind of sets that direction a little bit. So I wondered what your thoughts were there.
So my first approach here is to listen to you and listen what currently the approach that you are taking. I do have an opinion. I'm an opinionated person, but I want to first set the landscape here. Have a time to talk with you guys and identify what are the next step. What are the things that you are looking for as an OPI team, and then of course go further on the different vision, mission, and things that we can put together for the life cycle.
Could we get some questions from other TSC members?
Hey,
I don't have any particular questions myself. This is Miles from Intel. I know that I've been working with Cesar here on our IPU product line, and with him and his team implementing our lifecycle manageability stack. So I know that he's very intimately aware of how IPUs and DPUs in the ecosystem all work together. So I think as far as the chairman, I'm excited that he has the opportunity here to step up and help lead that.
Hi, I also don't have a question, but I have a comment based on Caesar's what he just said. I'm very encouraged by the idea of assessing the situation and working with the TSC to set the near and longer term goals for the working group. I think that's exactly what's in order. So I would be in favor of someone driving that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, excellent. So can we, as whoever in the call and the TSC member, if we are maybe okay with Cesar Martinez as a TS OPI Lifecycle Processing Chair, can give a +1 in the chat window, just to make it official. That's all.
Sridhar, I'm driving at the moment, so I can't really +1 in the chat, but I'll audibly.
Yeah, even audio is
+1.
okay. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I'll audibly +1.
Thank you.
Sridhar is just seeing if we know how to use the chat or not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sadananda. Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. Cesar, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for stepping up. Thanks to Miles for bringing in. And good. Now officially, Cesar Martinez is the OPI Lifecycle and Processing Chair.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. I will be talking with you, with the team to discuss about the latest and greatest thing that we can do together, and at the same time, define the next step about what we can do, how we can work together. As Miles mentioned, I'm in charge of the provision here for the IPU, so I do have some implementation already ongoing. But I wanted to be thinking out of the box and in favor of the support and compliance with every single of us. So looking forward to chat, discuss, and find out the next step that we can do.
Yeah, I think that working group is where the TSC generally thinks is a high value area for our OPI work, because making, DPUs, IPUs easily onboardable, and operational is a huge thing. And that's a great place for us to get multi-vendor commonality that everybody supports. So I'm excited for you to get started, Cesar.
Thank you. Thank you, team.
Okay, so on the Slack. And from my side, I checked with our LFIT. LF does not, unfortunately, does not have the.
Okay, thanks for that. Yeah, I did check into the costs, but basically Paul's quick summary last week in the meeting was correct. It's something in the order of $6,500 a year for the current membership level. Perhaps we can reduce that by weeding out inactive members, but then I guess conversely we become a little bit less open at the same time. I guess my personal feeling is that $67,000 a year seems like a lot of money to me. But perhaps I'm viewing this more from a personal point of view than a project point of view. So, yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I'm happy to let this rest at this point, or we can pursue it further if that's what the group wants.
So Sridhar, I mean, I don't know if this is something that needs to go before the governing board to allocate these funds and make a budget line item for them.
Oh, we can manage with, because the number is not high.
Okay.
We can manage with that. Anything if it's too high, then we'll kind of reconvene, add another line item and do it. But with this amount is manageable. TSC has to agree on it.
Right. I mean, I too think it's a lot of money for something that for the add-on that we get, but it is, I'm like Simon, I'm looking at it from a would I spend this on would I personally spend this money to get that value? But I don't think I would. But for the project, it's a small percentage of our annual run rate. So I would think it's I from a project perspective, it's not enough money to worry about. Maybe if if we grow and we get hundreds of more members, it might become a bigger line item for us. But for now, I don't think $6,700 is, or whatever the number was, Simon, is enough for the project to worry about.
Yeah, I agree with that reasoning, Paul. Perhaps if we go that way, we could sort of limit it some way, like say, okay, we will review this decision once we reach 100 members or the cost exceeds 10K per year.
That sounds like a very reasonable proposal.
So how would we operationally manage it? So say you bought 75 licenses, but then the 76th person wants to join Slack. What happens?
They automatically charge us, from what I understand.
I see.
That's right. If you were paying annually, which we would be to get the discount, and then you add some members during the middle of that year, at the cost for the new members is prorated, and then you would receive a bill at the end of the month that they were added in.
And could we have a cap on that so that just doesn't run unlimited?
I didn't see that in the documentation, but
I mean, as you suggested, we would say 100, but I mean, is there a mechanism on Slack to cap it? Or we just
I
have to
understand the
monitor it in
question,
real
but
time.
I understand the question. I don't know the answer.
Okay. Well,
But
I
in
actually
any
support
case,
the proposal because I think getting, longer than 90-day retention of the information on Slack is valuable to us. We've sort of proven operationally that it's difficult to operate off Slack. There's a lot of friction to that. I think the amount of money again is small, right, from our operating budget, as Paul points out. So I would support recommending this to the board to approve a budget for it. Do you think we need to write something up, Sridhar, that we would present to the board?
Yeah.
Or
So
Joe would say, make a proposal?
So I need this formal okay from TSC to take it to the board. So I will just put a statement. People can vote on it. If there's a majority of plus ones, then I will take to the board.
Sounds like there's already a proposal on the table to spend the up to 100 users on for Slack. And what do you need a second for that, or just the initial proposal?
Yeah, I agree with that, Miles. I think we want to ask for budget for 1 year at 100 members.
Yeah.
Reader drop off. There he is.
Yeah. I'm just noting it down. Okay. So for this,
sorry, to refine it, it should be for the pro membership without the AI add-on.
yeah.
Otherwise, the cost becomes substantially different.
I will also attach the file here. We can also refer to that attachment. Okay, so may I request members to share their +1, 0, -1, +1 for okay, -1 for not okay, 0 for abstain.
Oh, audibly +1.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sathananda. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you.
I had one question. Like, if we in future decide not to go with the paid, do we get to download the stuff or something, or how does it work?
Don't know.
I can investigate that.
So what do we do? We download the files or messages or?
Yeah, the question was, is there a way for us to access the data if in future we decide to go back to the
So
free tier?
in Slack, we have this archive options for the paid thing. We can archive data maybe regularly once in 6 months or once in a year or something like that.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other topic?
We were talking last week around attendance at the OPI summit here in April.
Yes, the OCP
Or
summit.
OCP summit. Yeah.
OCP regional.
OCP regional. Sorry. Thank you for the correction on that.
Okay.
I am still checking. I did get a talk to Mike Lynch a bit. He will be out, but I'm talking to another person there from Intel about attendance. Are there others that are going to be at the booth? Do we know? Or
I haven't heard from anybody, so we have been asking this question. The Keysight will be there.
Yeah, I was gonna say Keysight said they were gonna be there, but
Intel, Keysight. possible members. Anybody? Paul said no. From FI, nobody, right?
Yeah, no, I don't know of anybody from
So
F5.
we can check with AMD because they live very close.
Oh, you mean ARM?
Oh, sorry.
No, I do the exact same thing
All the time.
all the time.
No, I think they're saying in one of these university city like Oxford or Cambridge. I think close to that. Yeah. Oh, Dongwei, I'm not getting a response. We should check with the Mark. Okay. Any?
Yes, you should check with Mark. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, media. Oren and Satananda, Marvel. So what we used to do, or rather Paul used to do, is to we have a free booth there. So OPI has a free booth there. And we used to get these DPU cards from different vendors, and we used to showcase that. Paul used to do that job. Somehow he has those cards. He used to bring it to those venues.
Yeah, I have one card. The others, the vendors would take them back. So I still have a Marvel Hawkeye card as an example that I could ship to someone for the ship. But that's the only one that I've got.
And Paul, did you used to do live demos, or is this like
No, we would do
see the cards?
You see the cards, talk about the solution. We'd have a demo, several different demos that were created that are stored in Google Drive that can be run on a monitor, kind of looping.
Okay.
And have someone speak to them, what's happening, take notes,
Okay.
see who wants to be interested in joining OPI was one of the big pushes. So give us a hand.
Okay.
OCP is a really well attended event, whether it's regional or the US one. So we should try to see if we can do. I may go on behalf of another project, but I can also support the same OPI at the same time there in the booth if we don't get any support from any other members. So I'm also exploring from Lilas Foundation if we can support OPI.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you. Yeah. Right now I'm reaching out to one of our other folks who works closely with Mike Lynch and about possible attendance. So thank you. I was just kind of curious on the expectations.
Yeah, thanks. Okay. Anything? If no other topic, I will give back your 30 minutes. Please let me know if you have any other topic. Going once, going twice, gone. Thank you very much, folks.
Yeah.
See you next week then.
Thanks, Sridhar,
Thanks,
for
bye-bye.
taking notes. Appreciate it.